Hey, it's Dan. So I want to talk about what's normal and what's not normal. Welcome to the Daniel Latto Podcast Show. Fresh content covering business, investing, marketing, money, health and more. Hey everybody, it's Dan. Hope you're well today. So, just on the school run, I was just thinking about this from a phone call that I had earlier with a coaching client. And we were talking about what's normal and what's not normal. And I think it's really important as a conversation, because I think sometimes people's views of whether something is normal or not are skewed based on their experiences or their belief systems or some of the things that their parents have said. So let's run through some things that are not normal, shall we? I can just basically describe my normal everyday being. What's not normal is having no friends. Number one, I think, is a good one to start with. And I think as men, especially as you go into your 50s, our number of friends that we have drastically reduces the older that we get. And I think it's really difficult to kind of maintain some of these friendships, because also, as you get older, you're much less willing to deal with bullshit, right? So you're much less willing to deal with people who constantly let you down. And by the way, if you're a friend that constantly lets other people down, you're not really a friend. I think about my own growing up. We'd be going out on a Saturday night or a Friday night, and we'd meet at 8, come and pick me up, and at 8 o'clock he's not there, and I'd be phoning till 9 o'clock. Nothing. Wouldn't even reply. Oh, sorry, yeah, and he'd do it every weekend. And I'm like, you can fuck off then. Why am I putting up with this? That's no friend at all. Just somebody who's using you, and so it's different than what an actual friend is. But as you get older, you kind of go, I don't need to deal with that bullshit anymore, so you end up getting rid of it. And what that means is you end up getting rid of all your friends sometimes. So then you've got to go out and find new friends, and that can be really challenging, because one, now you've experienced all this bullshit and you don't want to experience it anymore. And two, as you get older, you tend to socialise less. And because you socialise less, that means that you're not out meeting new people, you're not going out for a pint. Where do you go to meet people? Like in your 20s, you get introduced to people, or you go to clubs or bars and you meet friends and people. And then as you get older and you have kids, you go hang out at a bar in your 40s, you're just a pervert in the corner, right? So where do you go? And I think that can be really challenging for people. So not having friends is really not normal. And, there are reasons for it, justified reasons, I think. It's much harder to go. It takes a lot of effort. Things that are also not normal, though, are people who work out every week. Like, really, in your 40s and 50s, that's probably not normal. And I work out almost every day, 5 or 6 days a week at the moment. So we just picked up a new assault bike, so it's probably going to be 7 days a week. But I think that is something to prioritise in terms of longevity, in terms of positive mental well-being. That's the kind of thing that you need. The other thing that's not normal, by the way, if you're earning over 100 grand a year, that's not normal. Earning under 100 grand, between 30 and 50 grand, I would say, is normal. If you're earning 20 grand, depends how old you are, really. But if you're in your 20s, at some point in your 20s, you're only on 20, you should really be looking to be earning between 30 and 50. Obviously, times have changed because of all the inflation that we've had, and even 30 grand's not that much money anymore. It's, 2.5 grand a month. It's not a huge amount of money, right? People earning 100 grand, you go on Instagram and TikTok, and everybody's earning 100 grand, 10 grand a week. Everybody's doing that, and it's bullshit, really. I was watching a video earlier, and it was talking about the people who buy luxury goods are actually middle-class people who try and look rich. If you're buying Dolce & Gabbana and Louis Vuitton, I was really struggling there, trying to think of some luxury names. My version of luxury is Hollister. Right, so, maybe it's not, but you know what I mean. Like, those people, they go out and spend all that money because they think it makes them look really good, right? And whilst it may do, if you're overweight, it doesn't matter what you're going to wear. You're not going to look as good as if you wear as if you wear the right weight. You could wear Primark This morning, I think I was wearing Primark this morning at CrossFit. I always wear Primark during my CrossFit workouts. I've just stepped up a little bit because I lost weight and now I'm looking good. I can wear some decent stuff. But normally I just wear Primark shit because who gives a shit? If I can look good in that, I can look good in anything. Same for you, right? So, and again, by the way that I see the world is not normal. Just kind of, I am very aware that the way that I am and the way that I do things and the way that I think is very different than most other people, which incidentally I think is one of the reasons why I've had relatively decent success. You know, we've got multi-million pounds worth of property, we've got a successful digital marketing agency, seem to have successful relationships with kids and wife and friends and so on. Are the bits that I want to improve? Yeah. Do I need more of a social life? Yeah. Do I need to go out and meet more friends? Yeah. Build relationships more face-to-face, which is even harder, by the way, when you live in Spain and your language is so dreadful, right? Which mine is. So, you know, it's a nice excuse, but it doesn't really help me. So earning more than 100 grand is also not normal. Now, by the way, when I say we're going to talk about things that are not normal, I think people's initial assessment of that is we're going to talk about things negatively. But also, you could be doing some things that are not normal, that are really positive in your life. For example, working out every day. You know, I almost weigh everything that I eat almost every day. Like today, I had egg whites and an omelette with peppers and onion and some coleslaw. And I weighed the egg whites. The coleslaw was a tiny amount. Peppers and onion, don't really care about, it's all good. But I'm recording how much coleslaw I weighed. I'm recording how much fat I got into my system and how much protein. Like, that's not normal either. But I'm, you know, working out to get stronger and to lose weight and to perform at CrossFit. So, and also going to CrossFit, that's also not normal. Most people won't do that. And most people who are fit and go to the gym, they can't really do CrossFit. Like, they might be able to lift heavy, but get them to do a 15-minute workout and they're nearly dying because there's a certain amount of transfer over to being able to deal with that kind of volume with the aerobic capacity that you need. But again, that's not normal. And I don't think that being normal is the right path to go down anyway. Like, I'd rather be not normal than normal. So if you can earn more than 100 grand, brilliant. If you can have the body of your dreams and work out 5-6 days a week and eat the right amount of food every day, that's also not normal. That's much better. If you can have a good social network going into your 40s and 50s and 60s, I'm a long way off 60, but it'll come, right? That's also not normal. People's network and friends contract significantly once they get out of their 20s and 30s, and especially once you start having kids. Like, your friends group, you know, the mum and dads who are dropping little Billy off at school, for example. So the not normal thing, I think, is fine. I think it's a good thing to have. I think it's a good place to be. But I think it depends on what the not normal actually is. And this is for you to decide, by the way. Life is just not given to you and then that's it forevermore. Your life is one that you can design around what you want it to be. So you want to work out 5 days a week, you want to earn 100 grand, you can go out and earn 100 grand. You might have to do some training, it might take you a while, you might have to improve your skill set and your knowledge base and therefore your experiences too, but you can do that. It's going to take some commitment. It's going to, you know, the other question would be, what are you prepared to give up in order to go for that? You will have to give something up, whatever that might be. Time with your kids, time with your partner, time at football, five-a-side, time at the gym. You know, you have to give something up in order to get something back. But there's no reason why you can't do that. And it's the same for whatever you have. But this is where you should actually have goals set up so that then you're ready to go and do all the things that you need to do in order to live the life that you want. You know, we're a long time dead, folks. And if you want to go be a male model in your 50s, there's a Japanese male model in his 70s. He became a male model in his 70s, something like that. Like, you can do that. What did he have to give up? He had to give up all the foods, he had to work out, he had to grow his hair long as well, I think, at one point. But you can do it. But you need to ask yourself, what are you prepared to give up? And I think that not being normal is seen as this really negative thing, when actually I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good opportunity not to be normal. Who the hell wants to be like everybody else? Certainly not me. So you've got a really good opportunity here, I think. Anyway, we are at school picking up the little one, so we'll catch up with you on the next one. But I hope that's useful for you. Speak soon.